Really good job there. But I have something a little different. How many people here grew up outside Mumbai? That's most of you. So I grew up in this city, and this is my ode of love to this very unpoetic city that we find ourselves in. Poets Cafe. Yeah, I might be more comfortable taking this on. Sorry? Yes, please. I love being recorded. I'm very vain. Thank you.
Your boyfriend was like that?
I don't have a boyfriend. Why do you think I was making you such offers? Don't record that, please. I grew up in a city with very poetic names and anticlimactic places to match them. Churchgate, Chandivali, City of Silver. Has anyone ever been to Chandivali? Yeah, it doesn't look anything like a silver city. And this is a city of bubbles. There's a lot of froth and foam, and each of us lives in a little bubble of our own. So like every suburban Mumbaiker, I knew the 2-kilometer radius around my patch of land, and I knew it really well. I knew how many black pigs there were in Marol village, how many bumps there were on the road that went to Sahar airport. Everything outside was just some jungle. So when I finally came out into the real world, the working world, and decided to apply for a job, this word caught my attention in a job posting, and it said chinchpoki, and it made me laugh. I'd heard of this word before in a flop movie called Rooti Rani Choro Ka Raja, and at that time I thought a name so bizarre could only originate in some screenwriter's head. It turns out this place was not, like the movie said, China or Japan ke beech mein chipka hua ek desh. It was actually a place in Bombay, South Bombay. Not the South Bombay of the posh accents and the Parsi accented English, the posh boys like that, but the South Bombay of the mill workers who wrote the history of this city in their yarns and their dyes, and they clothed the rest of the country. It was all gone by the time I went to work there, lost to years of union negotiations and labor strikes. Very little remained of the people who had passed their lives there. One weed-encrusted pillar, one broken window, all of it gone, and only thing that remained to say was a lot of legal contracts still lying, a lot of cases lying unresolved to say that people had lived there once. I started working there every day, and every day of my life that I added to this place, the geography of my knowledge of the city grew. The history of my city shrunk in parallel. The mill gates opened and let in malls, multiplexes, a very popular musical night spot whose name we shall not mention here. And with all of these that happened, the old economy started getting swept away, and I would walk in there every day in my Van Heusen outfit, my Arrow shirts, and think, walk respectfully, these are the graves of my city's past. There was a broken chimney in one corner which bore the legend Phoenix Mills. It's still up there, but it was completely lost to everybody who walked in there because we were all blinded by all the neon signs that came in and set up Phoenix Mall right in that place. And right across the road from these new upcoming buildings, there was a snapshot right out of a 1980s Doordarshan serial. There were shops that sold phantom cigarettes. There were women selling fish that was so fresh that it didn't smell. It was straight out of the sea. One day I took a walk down the road behind my office, and I passed, as usual, a lot of broken mills that had not yet been released from the cases that they were under. And at the end of the road, I found a station. And I passed all these quaint little shops. I looked at this place and I thought, where does all this happen? This is not the kind of thing that you see in Bombay of today. The next day, I opened the newspaper and I found a familiar word jumping out at me. It was this long article about the flamingos that took flight every summer, and it was accompanied by this National Geographic style photograph. I read the article and I said, where in this city does this happen? Mumbai is a city of pigeons with stomach upsets and crows with thieving intent. Flamingos, I didn't even know that they're real. They look too pink. Flamingos belong in Alice's Wonderland. But this article said that flamingos took flight every summer from marshlands. Shivri Station, it said, is this place to get down at if you wanted to go and see them. Shivri Station is walking distance from Chinchpoki. That day, that morning, I decided to go to work and I decided to get down at Shivri Station instead. I got down half expecting to to see pink birds flying overhead. And I took out the newspaper and I said, okay, Shivri Station, real place, flamingos, real birds. I took a look to my left, and to the left-hand side, was something I had never seen before because I had never thought to look in that side. There was this entire blaze of green, the kind of green that you never see in a Mumbai summer. I said, someday I'll turn left and I'll go and see those flamingos. But today I'm going to go right and go to office. Tomorrow I'll do this. Right after I finish my performance appraisal, just after I finish this project. It's very hot today and I'm wearing nice red shoes. I don't want to go tramping in the marshlands there. I'll do this next week. At the end of the month, I got transferred to the Andheri office. There was no reason for me to go down that train line again. Every Monday I would start my job, my work, thinking about someday I'll take that train line and get down at Shivri station and I'll go and see this part of my city that I've never seen before. That day never arrived. A lot of years have passed since then. Shivri has been dubbed Lower Colaba by people like this. The malls and multiplexes have completely taken over all the old mill towns. I don't even know if the Flamingos still exist there anymore, but I live and breathe among people who are struggling under service tax and daily train schedules and bomb blasts and lives that can be changed like that with one ruling from Delhi. And I think in my mind, I know a different city. I know a place where there's fish that doesn't smell. I know a place where children are playing with cycle tires and sticks and chewing on phantom cigarettes. And this little island of bubbles, this Annapurna Bless, Spanish princess's dowry, fishing village of an island, has pink long-winged birds that take flight every summer. My city has pain and history. My city has poetry. My city has flamingos.
Thank you, Ramya. You're right. How much has Mumbai changed? You know, like I'm sure a bunch of this population here who's running away now, they don't even know what phantom cigarettes are.
All of you. Oops. All of you
I
children.
mean, yeah, all the
Candy cigarettes.
yeah, they've heard about it, but we know what they actually were, right? And it's true. How much has Mumbai changed? You know, it's not just like those suburbs, but just like other areas as well. You know, like I know the location where I live, it's changed so much. And living in Bombay, you just don't see things which people coming outside Bombay would be like, dude, what the fuck is this?